Are there any profits in a Dexter cow-calf operation? Welcome back to Dexter Ranch, and in today's video we're going to be talking about profits from a Dexter cow-calf operation. I've talked about a lot of different topics on this Dexter Ranch YouTube channel, but I've never hit on the price of Dexter cattle or profits that could be made from them. Reason being is there's a lot of different variables that can change this scenario. But in today's video, we're going to look at the scenario of my farm, look at the cost that it takes Dexter Ranch to produce a Dexter calf, look at the possible sell price of that Dexter calf, ultimately getting to what the profits could be on that sell. And remember guys, as we walk through this is going to be best case scenario. This is premium breeding stock. This isn't going to be every single calf born on your farm. This is the ones that got the right stuff. I'm going to be making 2 more videos just like this one, guys, on the Dexter cattle profit topic in the coming weeks. The first one's going to be focusing on beef sales if you intend to grow your cattle out for just beef sales. And the last one will be focusing on milk cow production, meaning if you're growing your cattle up, training them to be milk cows and selling them to local families and farmers in your area. So keep an eye out for those videos, guys, and make sure that you subscribe and turn on your notifications so that you know when I upload those videos. First thing we need to do is look at a scenario. In our scenario, we're going to have a bull that costs $3,000. He's going to stay on Dexter Ranch for a full year. After that year, he will have provided us with 10 calves. After that year, we'll sell him for $2,500. He's now older and not worth as much money, so we're going to take a little bit of a loss, making his final cost $500. We're going to pay $2,000 for our cow. She's also going to provide us with 10 calves, but it's going to take her 10 years to do it. So she'll be on the ranch for 10 years, after which she'll be slaughtered, returning approximately 200 pounds of hamburger or stew meat back to the farm, valued at roughly $4 a pound. Her slaughter and processing fee will cost roughly $400, bringing her $2,000 cost down to $1,600. Our bull and our cow will stay on pasture for 6 months out of the year. The remaining 6 months, they're going to be eating hay. You say, well, that's kind of a long time to be eating hay. Well, on small farms, sometimes we run out of grass, and that's just what happens. Sometimes they're eating hay for 6 months. So on this list, we're going to have them eating hay for 6 months. There will be loose mineral available throughout the year, and we'll sell our calves sometime between weaning and a year of age. In this scenario, we're not going to add any cost to the list for the price of water, assuming that there's some sort of a natural resource on the property for water. Also, we're going to pay our farmer, you or me, $40 an hour for his time that he spends tending to the cattle. We're going to assume that he spends 20 minutes per day tending to the cattle. You say, well, that's not that much time, but there's a lot of days where I just walk out there and say hello. And I don't expect to get paid for saying hello, so hopefully you don't either. There are weekends where that time adds up, so hopefully putting 20 minutes per day every day of the year on the list will even out to where we need to be. So that should conclude our scenario. Moving on to an itemized list, as you can see, the very first item on top of the list is our bull. We already discussed that after selling him, his cost went down to $500, but he's going to be giving us 10 calves during that year, so we can divide his cost by 10 to get down to a cost per calf. Dividing his $500 by 10 makes his cost per calf $50. We can also divide the cost of our cow of $1,600 by 10, considering she's going to be giving us 10 calves as well, making her cost per calf $160. Next item on our list is going to be hay. We're going to calculate our hay at 16 pounds per head per day. There's 183 days in a 6-month period, so 183 times 16 pounds is 2,928 pounds. We'll just call it 3,000 pounds. My hay bales weigh 1,000 pounds, so we're going to say that the bull's going to eat 3 bales and the cow's going to eat 3 bales. $40 a bale times 3 equals $120. So we got $120 worth of hay going to the cow. We got $128 worth of hay going to the bull. The bull, while he eats that $120 worth of hay, is going to provide us with 10 calves, so we can divide his $120 by 10, making his hay cost $12. The cow, on the other hand, is only going to provide us with 1 calf, so we can't divide hers by 10. She's going to have to stay at the full $120 hay cost. I put $75 on the list for possible vet visits and vaccines for both the cow and the bull combined. I also put $50 on the list for miscellaneous supplies such as fly spray for both the cow and the bull combined. I've never calculated exactly how much mineral my cattle eat per day, but a simple Google search says that a full-size cow will eat approximately 2 ounces per head per day. So I did the math and I came up with $15 ought to cover the cow and the bull for the full year. The next item on our list is going to be genetics testing and registration. These are registered animals, so we do genetics testing and registration. Both items cost money. A bull calf will cost a little bit more money than a heifer calf, so on the list I put $140 for the heifer calf and I put $300 for the bull calf. The reason the bull calf costs so much more money is because he's going to require some breeding wellness exams and things like this during the selling process. And finally, the last item on our itemized list is going to be the farmer's salary, which can also be divided by 10, bringing his salary per calf down to $486. Looking at our target pricing, we're going to be trying to sell our heifer calf for $1,500 to $2,000. We're going to be trying to sell our bull calf for $2,500 to $3,000. And finally, the reason why we're all here, the profits. If we were able to sell our heifer calf for the $1,500, we'd end up with a $392 profit. If we were able to sell her for $2,000, we'd end up with an $892 profit. If we were able to sell our bull calf for $2,500, we'd get a $1,232 profit. And if we were able to get the $3,000 out of him, we would end up with a $1,732 profit. Now remember, you still get that $486 salary, but that can't be counted as profit. This was information that I went out looking for when I was starting my herd and it wasn't available. But here it is. It's on YouTube now and you can watch it as many times as you like, refer back to it. If it was helpful to you, make sure you hit the like button. And if you got comments or questions, leave them down below. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to Dexter Ranch, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.